The Warriors are facing a major challenge. One of their key players may be sidelined, potentially until Game 6 due to a thigh injury. Another player is just 2 technical fouls away from being suspended. We've seen the consequences of this before. In a previous series where we were up 3-1 and ended up losing in the finals. Right now, this player has been averaging a foul every 2 games during the playoffs and has mentioned feeling targeted by the league and referees due to a supposed agenda. Let's take a look at his recent comments, which have sparked significant media discussion. A prominent commentator expressed support for him. I've reviewed the technical fouls and the possible reasons that could justify the league's decisions. My aim here is to present the facts and provide information. A colleague did remarkable work by highlighting how other players had the opportunity to shine during the absence of the starter. However, today the focus is on the situation of this particular player. It's crucial to stay updated on the news. He received another technical foul the night before, which puts him just 2 away from a potential suspension. In the previous series, he should have received a technical foul and been ejected, but instead a flagrant foul was called, allowing him to stay in the game. There's a certain level of support from the referees, but the justification for the technical foul is clear. The league's rules state that striking a player in the face constitutes a technical foul, which has happened frequently. During the game, he makes broad arm movements, and if that's not a typical gesture in the league, I'm not sure what would be. Let's observe one play. He has the ball and attempts to steal, raising his elbows and hitting the opponent's head, then making an exaggerated arm movement. To me, this doesn't seem like a natural act. Some argue that the league has become softer, but the rules are very clear. Touching the head or neck area is considered a technical or flagrant foul depending on the intent. A flagrant foul indicates malicious intent, while a flagrant foul of a lesser degree suggests an accident. A technical foul, on the other hand, refers to an act that doesn't align with the standard of the game. What we're seeing here shouldn't have happened. He could have kept his arms moving upwards, but he chose to swing his arm. With a reputation of being an aggressive player, even though he doesn't see himself that way, this is the point where referees will intervene and confirm that an error occurred. Let's re-examine the situation. He lifts his elbow toward the face. This will result in a technical foul, no matter who it is. After the game, he spoke with the media and made impactful statements. He mentioned how he's labeled as an aggressive black man. He said he doesn't identify that way, but rather as a successful and educated black man with a beautiful family. He emphasized his basketball skills and stated that the narrative portraying him as an angry black man is irrational and exhausting. These statements carry significant weight. The stereotype of the angry black man is a delicate topic, and it's not for me to comment on. My role is to share information and allow others to form their own opinions. However, it's a deeply meaningful statement, and we all know the racial implications surrounding such assertions. I won't comment on it because it's not my place. I'm not one for making hasty analyses. My goal is simply to convey information and let everyone draw their own conclusions. However, the statement made was quite loaded with meaning, and it's evident how racism has manifested in sports, as well as in movements like Chalk's Me Too and Black Lives Matter. This is not the first time an athlete has expressed feeling targeted because of their skin color. Recently, a commentator expressed relief at hearing the claim that he doesn't fit the stereotype of an aggressive black man, acknowledging the representation often attributed to such situations. This is an ongoing theme in sports commentary. There is definitely a sense of support for the resentment surrounding this characterization, raising the question of why he's portrayed this way. Where does this perception come from? Is it valid or not? Thinking of other athletes, is there anyone who gets labeled this way? Do they suffer similar penalties? The answer is no. He has a history of receiving penalties, some more severe than others. So, let's take a moment to review his history in the league through some footage that may clarify why someone would make such a statement. I'm not saying this is right or wrong, but it's worth investigating. On several occasions, I've advised him to calm down. For instance, in the last playoffs, there was an incident with an opposing player involving unnecessary physical contact. It wasn't anything significant, but he's known for addressing the crowd in an animated manner and occasionally having inappropriate interactions with other players. We also remember the notorious stomping incident. He plays intensely, both physically and emotionally, showing his feelings throughout the game. I relate to this style, but there comes a point when it's crucial to learn to control actions on the court. Reputations are not formed solely by statements. In fact, they are usually built from actions and recurring behaviors. He expresses his feelings without reserve, showing his emotions. I can connect with this style of play, but there's a point when it's essential to learn how to manage actions and demeanor on the court. Reputations aren't built just on what someone says. They're generally shaped by a pattern of behavior. When we examine the situation, we see a series of technical or flagrant fouls committed, whether for good or bad, in his attempts to help his team win. If we think of the stereotype of the aggressive black man after receiving the technical foul, what happened? He confronted the referees assertively. He has a certain level of tolerance from the officials that many players don't have. At that moment, he was visibly frustrated. A teammate was trying to offer him support. The coach was ensuring the situation didn't escalate. He was complaining to the referees and others. It was crucial for him to control his behavior. So who intervened? The star player, even off the court, asked him to calm down, emphasizing the importance of his presence in the game, especially with another key player absent. He continued expressing his frustration with the referees. In different circumstances, he could have avoided a second technical foul and stayed in the game. Looking at this playoff sequence, we notice several instances of contact around the head and neck area, which is prohibited in the league today. This is a crucial issue in the problems he faces. Additionally, he sometimes deals with provocations. There was an off-court incident where a fan made an inappropriate comment directed at him. It's important to remember that league players are prominent figures, while most fans are of average height. Provoking them is risky. One comment crossed the line, and it was surprising that the fan wasn't ejected from the arena. This situation only adds to the ongoing narrative. So far, there has been no discussion about this in the main sports broadcasts. In general, it's clear that his presence on the court is essential. His defensive skills, intensity, and three-point shooting ability are crucial, especially against a strong opponent. With another key player absent, his role becomes even more vital. However, he needs to find ways to avoid accumulating technical fouls. While he claims to commit fouls in certain situations to motivate his team, it's clear that managing his emotions is critical. His defensive abilities, the intensity he shows when hitting three-pointers, and his overall contribution are quite evident, especially when facing a tall team. In the absence of another key player, his participation becomes even more vital. However, he must be cautious about the technical fouls he accumulates. He says he commits these fouls in certain situations to motivate and lift his team's morale. But there are times when this seems like a forced action, justifying the whistles. He needs to be mindful of how this behavior is interpreted. Again, feel free to share your opinions and interact with us. When it comes to everything related to the team, we are here to inform. The team returns to their hometown with the series. Tied at 1-1, the goal was achieved by winning an away game as in previous successes. The lingering question is, can they gain a 3-1 advantage in the absence of a key player? Information about everything essential will be provided. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Domantas Sabonis, one of the most talented big men in the NBA, has officially signed with the Golden State Warriors, marking a significant shift in his career. The Lithuanian forward and center arrived at the Warriors headquarters this week to finalize a 4-year deal, which is expected to make a major impact on both his game and the team's future. The signing is a major move for the Warriors, who have been seeking to bolster their front court presence following a season that saw them struggle at times to find consistent production in the paint. Sabonis, known for his exceptional playmaking ability and dominant presence under the basket, is expected to help solidify the Warriors lineup both offensively and defensively. Sabonis has been a standout in the NBA ever since his arrival in 2016, but his trade to the Sacramento Kings in 2022 took his game to the next level. With the Kings, he earned multiple All-Star selections and solidified his status as one of the premier centers in the league. His ability to score in the post, rebound at a high level, and facilitate plays from the high post has made him one of the most versatile players in the game. However, the opportunity to join the Warriors was too enticing to pass up. The franchise, known for its sharp shooting and dynamic offense, has long been a dominant force in the NBA, with star players like Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green leading the charge. The addition of Sabonis fills a crucial gap in the Warriors roster. His ability to space the floor with his passing and set screens for the Warriors shooters will give Golden State a new dimension to their already high-powered offense. In a press conference following his arrival at the Warriors facilities, Sabonis expressed his excitement about joining the team. "This is an incredible opportunity," Sabonis said. "I've watched this team dominate the league for years, and now I'm here to contribute. I'm excited to play alongside some of the best players in the game, and I think we can do something really special together." While Sabonis is known for his impressive skill set, his leadership on and off the court will also be crucial to the Warriors' success moving forward. His experience in big games with Sacramento and his ability to remain calm under pressure will provide the Warriors with the stability they need in close contests. This deal not only strengthens the Warriors' championship aspirations, but also provides Sabonis with a chance to make a deep playoff run. As the Warriors look to continue their dynasty, Sabonis' arrival signals the beginning of an exciting new chapter for the franchise. Fans are already buzzing about the potential for a dynamic partnership between Sabonis and the Warriors' star players. The combination of Sabonis' versatility, leadership, and skill set with the established Warriors core promises to bring a fresh sense of optimism to the Bay Area as they look to compete for another championship in the years ahead. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.